Right, you're welcome. My name is Meda Isabella Gmo, the team leader of Plan B Express. This is our crypto update and this business opportunity. And so permit me to take you on a ride in this meeting. And of course, it promises to be great. I love you to be attentive and get the best you can get. Remember, everything in the crypto space, it's all about interest. It's all about what you wanted. So take your crypto business personal by understanding the following. Number one, crypto and everything in life is all about interest. And so we need to know what's interest, what's all about interest. Now, we have different view of interest, but taking it in this context, we're looking at the interest is the feeling of wanting to give your attention to something or of wanting to be involved with and to discover more about something. That's interest. Now, interest generally, means there is something that prompts your attention to something. And if you understand interest in your crypto, number one, you'll be responsible to take action in learning more. Number two, you understand different people's perspective based on their interest. So understand one thing, the first thing you must learn to understand in the crypto space is interest. So interest, are you interested? Number one. Two, even when you are interested, there are people you're going to meet and you ask them questions about a coin. What is their interest in that coin? Now, they may have a reserve interest for a coin, and so they will advise you based on their interest. So you must be careful the way you believe on people because you do not understand their interest. So I always been careful. Now, not everyone are going to advise you objectively, what you can take in a project. They're going to advise you based on their interest. Majority of people do not advise people objectively. People advise people based on their interest. For instance, you're going to ask your father, your mother, your uncle, or friends, and that works in the financial institution like the bank about crypto. Their interest is not there, so they're going to counsel you based on their interest. So you must understand everything is about interest. Okay, so interest, basically, it's all about the feelings of wanting to know more or giving attention. And of course, having intention of getting more of something, that's an interest. So number one. Number two, you need to understand politics. The crypto is not void of politics. Now, in different contexts, you can define politics as around governance and process of selections and process of making, electing leaders and all of that. Beyond that, politics, it's about, so agonism argues that politics essentially comes down to conflict between conflicting interests. Can you see? So there is always thesis and antithesis. Now, thesis and antithesis, in biology or in science, they call it mouses and mitoses. Now, so there's always going to be a conflict of interest when it has to do with politics. So politics is all about game of interest. So you've understood interest, what captures your attention, and wanting to gain more or to know more or to gain, power in a given thing. It's what prompts your interest to pay more attention and certainly want to do in a particular way around it. So you need to understand people's interest on something. So politics, we have said, agonism argues that politics essentially comes down to conflict between conflicting interests. So other views about politics is that is a set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups or other forms of power relations among individuals, such as the distribution of resources or status. So now politics is a game of interest. So interests are played. That's why people don't fight against one another. They fight over interest. Now, it's only people who do not understand politics that fight themselves. You fight against interest. So you begin to you begin to get involved in politicking, finding way to woo people into believing in you so that they can collaborate with you to give you that status or that power, as it were. Now, the next you need to understand is the concept of game. What's a game? Now, we have different views of games, but very simple to put. Say, game is all about to manipulate a situation, typically in a way that is unfair or unscrupulous. That is an action. That's your defining game in verb, not a noun, not an adjective. But you're looking at game as an action word, talking about it has to do with manipulations, okay? It has to do with manipulation. So you can rule out manipulation from game. And manipulations, we work in game if you understand the rule of a game. So when I say game, it's an activity or a sport, or you call it activity. So you can take sport off and say, usually involving, number one, skills, number two, knowledge, and or chance in which you follow fixed rules and try to win against an opponent or to solve a puzzle. Okay, so game has to do around, again, buttress around the principal thing, which is an interest. It's a game of interest, okay? Politics, a game of interest. And so what's a game itself? A game is involving in activities, usually involving in skills, knowledge, or chance in which you follow fixed rules. So what are rules? What are rules? So in a game. So we say rule are general standards, guidelines, or governing principle of how something is done or how one should behave in a given situations or endeavor, especially those that are informal or unspoken. That's an action now, okay? Now, when I say the standard of behavior that most people accept or that actually operate in a particular area of life or business. Okay, so you must understand the rule of the game for you to win. So you cannot win when, first of all, you have understood that it's about interest, and that on that interest, it involves politics. Okay, it's about interest, it involves politics, and it's a game of interest, and every game had a set rule. So if you don't understand the interest involved, you wouldn't understand that the politics is part of it, and you will not understand the game in the politics, and you will not understand the rule of the game. These four elements are more important to pay attention to fundamentally if you must do well in crypto. I'm just picking some things that are not for general people, but they are a grand check, a checklist that will help you to do well in your crypto space, okay? Now, how are these interrelated in financial market and cryptocurrency? Of course, when you take out politics out of crypto or financial market, you're going to be victim of people's interest. So let's quickly look at something I'm going to show to us. Most time, some things have been, many of us do not know, all right, that a good number of people, I'm going to close your videos, everybody. Yeah, we go here. Okay, so let's go. Now, let's look at the blockchain influence and deep shift 3D technology, okay? Now, we said deep shift technology tipping point now and societal impact. Now, this was a report of 2015, but many people do not check those survey, but what has been written in the survey actually start happening one after the other, but people do not understand. Now, I'm just going to paraphrase now. There were projection 2018, 2021, 2022, which where we are, the internet of and internet for things, then wearable internet, then the 3D printing and manufacturing. Now, 2023, we're talking about implantable technologies, big data for decisions, vision as the new interface, our digital presence, government and the blockchain, and then the what we call the super computer in your pocket. Now, if you do not get understanding, but we're looking at the full fledged of activities in 2027. the Bitcoin and the blockchain. So you can see 2024, ubiquitous computing, 3D printing, and human Earth, the connected home, then the 3D printing in 2025, of course, which we expected to be like the peak of the bull run, and then the consumer products, AI and white collar jobs, then the sharing economy. Of course, I talk about the connected economy. The earlier you understand connected economy as against industrial economy, you'll be able to do well in the internet business, in the crypto space, in the blockchain technology, and even in affiliate marketing. Then we call about driverless cars, AI and decision-making, smart cities. Of course, when we talk about the smart cities, you're talking about the full-fledged of the metaverse environment, the metaverse system. Then talking about the full activities of tokenization and the blockchain and the Bitcoin activities in 2027. Now, a whole lot of things will be happening, and then the projections was this. Tipping Point said the implantable technologies. The first implantable mobile phone available commercially expected in 2023. So by 2025, 82% of respondents expected this tipping point will have occurred. And then, of course, I'm not going detail onto reading all of this to you. The positive, the negative side, and then the unknown, or what we call external variables around it. Then our digital presence. Now, 80% of people with a digital presence on the internet expected 2023, and 184 of respondents. Now, I'm going to show vision as the new interface. Okay, so a whole lot of things are going to be happening and pumping up in 2023. 10% of reading glasses connected to the internet, and so many other things. Artificial intelligence are going to be happening. And then, of course, when you sit down in your house and you do not know what's happening, wearable internet. 10% of people wearing clothes connected to the internet expected this year. Of course, a lot of things are already happening, and that's why some coins will come out, and you'll be struggling to understand what's going to be use cases of these coins. And of course, it takes deep research activities to be able to know ahead of time that these are the things actually happening. I know many of us were took unaware when the issue about NFTs and metaverse start coming and say, what the hell are you talking about? Permit my language for that. But the point is that what's your level of connected economy to get information beforehand? Okay, the shift in action. As for smartwatch development, ExitNet recently reported that smartphone makers are turning to wearables for a new source of growth. Catnam, so the research and advisory firm, so expected to see around 70 million smartwatches and other bands sold will be sold this year, rising to about 500. So I'm not going to detail about this. I'm just going, then on to computing. I'm going to the consumable or 3D printing, storage for all. No, I'm not going here. Internet of and for things. No, of course, we're already seeing okay, connected economy, connected home. Over 50% of internet traffic delivered to homes for appliances and devices, not for entertainment or communications. Expected 2024. Of course, we saw what Helium was doing. Let me quickly look at this. Helium, this is CoinGecko. CoinGecko. We had a coin called Helium. I'm just going quickly. So it's just to open your eye to deep things in the crypto space, and so that when some coins have told us before now, last year, and that they say 2022, what's going to make insane money may not make sense. Okay, what's going to make insane money may not really make sense. Okay, but number of us think that what should make money should make sense. No, it's not going to make sense. So HNT. Now, when I first got involved in the technology of HNT, it sounds unbelievable of what they actually say they were going to do. Let me quickly look at the website. And you will say, what are they talking about? Now, people power networks, and they call it what? Start a wireless revolution. Powered by the Helium blockchain, the People Network represent a paradigm shift of decentralized wireless infrastructure. And so it sounds unbelievable. What are you talking about? Helium talking about the proof of coverage, not proof of works, not proof of stake, but a proof of coverage. Now, this one of the project that I actually dealt with me, and then but because we don't read ahead and we don't start to imagine the future that was coming, and so cryptocurrency is actually beyond just money making, but it's about disruptions, as it were. If not, the money in the crypto yet is very tiny compared to the capacity of the crypto. So, but people are just looking at, I want to make money, but unfortunately, some of us are not looking at which one to make fortune and which one to make money. Okay, I'm just sharing all these so that you get a larger understanding about the crypto space. Now, smart cities. Okay, the first city with more than 50,000 inhabitants are no traffic light. 2026, crazy, right? Now, of course, you will be hearing about metaverse. We're buying land in the metaverse, and then we're having technology now doing crypto mining, just talking about ego mining in the metaverse. Okay, now some of those crazy technology that okay, artificial intelligence and decision making. Let me quickly go to AI and white collar job. What's going to happen? Of course, corporate audit performed by AI. Corporate audit. So if you're an auditor and you refuse to upgrade yourself, of course, so many tokens will take over. Okay, robotics and services. Okay, the first robotic pharmacist in the US, of course, had happened last year, 2021, and then other things are still building on that. So now Bitcoin and the blockchain. Okay, in 2027, global gross domestic product GDP stored on the blockchain technology expected in 2027. Now, this is just to show you ahead of what we should expect in the crypto space. Now, I was sharing this. I'm quickly going to show you guys something. So the banking is only the beginning. We have 65 big industries blockchain could transform. In other words, could disrupt. So the future of blockchain is near. The banking isn't the only industry affected. See how law enforcement, and all of that. So just to show you all of those industries that are going to be affected, and then you now see why some tokens you need to have, and they may not make any sense right now, but over the years, you'll be able to understand the significant impact of them. And then you now know, oh, why I need to make fortune, not only to just make money. There are coins that you will buy. It's beyond making money, but you must develop a strategy to make a fortune in them. Okay, let me quickly open on my chart. And of course, some of you who have told you that if you are a scalper, that is, if you scalp, I'm not saying you should not scalp though, but if that's what you do predominantly in the crypto space, you are going to be a scammer. You will scam yourself. Okay, you're going to scam yourself. If you're just going to be a scalper, you're going to eventually scam yourself. Let me quickly look at something. Now, Bitcoin, we said we still expected a struggle pull down for Bitcoin. Perhaps we said we have tentative bottom of Bitcoin. Let me go by this. 1 week. Okay, never mind. So let me take off these guys. Yeah, so don't mind all of this, okay? So we said tentatively we have a bottom. My pivot was already telling me, hey guys, we have the short, the pivot already gave me, we have a short when we had a double top for Bitcoin, of course. As long as last year we have the signal of in November last year or something. Yeah, November last year, as the bye-bye to the market, people were waiting for the top of the roof, and then it never did. We have a double top. And of course, we have the neckline broken. And then that's when we're talking to our people that Bitcoin was unable to make it above $48,400. Of course, if you're in Plan B, especially those of you who are subscriber to the Build With Me Premium group, we got the information and we told us Bitcoin unable to make it above 48,400, forget about it. We are going down. Of course, why? We have a double top, and then to rally up, we couldn't make it, then yada, 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 we got, and then we got the whole mess up here. Now, but tentatively, you could see that the bottom was actually tentatively in, which we said, look at it over here, at 17K, thereabout. Yeah? at 17.5 or something like that. Here, that was the tentative bottom, and you could see my divot was already telling me long since then, right? But even though he told me to long, now there's a wisdom to apply to always DCA, dollar cost averaging. But we said if the markets get twisted, we could bounce back, right? We could get back to 14,000 or no, 13,000. And or fortunately back to 10,000, but what we expected that a strong support down was this place, 13,000. Okay. Now, when I see there are chances to flash down to even $6,600, very possible. Now, but is it happening now? No. Be very careful when they tell you the market. It's a game of possibility, and then you're checking the probability of what's going to happen. But if you look at it down, the MACD has already crossed over. This guy's already bottomed. For instance, look at him. Looking at your RSI, you say, okay, the market was already like showing something similar to not 20 over here. We're having 2014, 2018, that okay, tentatively where bottom was here. And then we can see that we're struggling, that if we're able to cross above 22,500, which is a very strong resistance between this place to this place, but we're on top of this right now, then that we're going to have a very big problem from 28,000 to 29 up to $33,000. Now, you should see if we cross above that, then we say, okay, we continue. But the chances are there that if we go up to 28,000 or 29 or 30, 33,000, then we could come down back again to now make these two guys a support, which about 22,000, and start going that range over and over again. So, but tentatively, meaning that, okay, for any coin I want to hold on for many, many months or many, many years or the next 1 or 2 years, there's no point waiting. I can just be buying them in this year right now. Okay. Now, if I check my using my MA moving average 1, 2. There we go. Just a moment. Okay, so go 100. All right, I go over here. Go red. Okay. So make it thicker. Okay, and come over to this guy. Never mind. So I'm not doing any technical analysis for you guys, so don't bother yourself. Just checking some things. And there we go. 20. So we go this color. So let's say yellow. We go over here. Okay. So tentatively, we saw that we should be making a return just like sorry, come over here. Okay. Oh, where are we? We're here. We're here. Okay, so I expected to see that this guy, you not at all, sorry. I'm gonna take this. So, okay, now, so I expected something like this. So I expected something like this, or 2015 or 2014. Then go over here. So 2018, across somewhere down here. And then boom, we move on. Then similar thing look like a repeated action here. Okay. And then that's around that $17,000 or thereabout. Okay, something around here and here. And then now we're now like having a kind of bouncing up. Now, so what I expected tentatively was like, okay, but just expect anything that we can still flash down as much as possible. But this is the point. Do I wait until I see Bitcoin down to 13,000 before I buy? No, the question is, what should I do now? I can buy some coins and keep, or buy some coins and stake. Buy some coins and be swinging to increase my. If not, you're going to be struggling to be buying Bitcoin, maybe at 28,000 or even 29. And after buying, it can flash down to 22,000. Oh my God, what have I done to myself? So, ladies and gentlemen, so it's important to know that crypto is all about game and interest. Now, we could see what this guy twisted. And that's why I tell people to always watch a game and play the game too. Understand the rule of the game. CZ are twisting all of these, and some other persons are going to be victim of it because sometimes we may not be sensitive. Now, the interest you need to play in the crypto is to understand that you want to leverage on crypto to build your portfolio. And that's why in Plan B, we have a culture and we have a goal to say 5 years to financial freedom via digital asset accumulation. So for that, when you come into the crypto space, you want to situate yourself in buying up opportunity and leveraging on them. Understand that the bear market is never your friend, or it's not your enemy. Neither is the bull market your friend. If you do not understand the rule of the game, you will treat bear market as your enemy and you will treat bull market as your friend. But unfortunately, what you treat as your friend, you're going to have complacency and do nothing about the bull market because you felt it's your friend. But I can tell you that bull market is actually your enemy, because if you don't obey the rule of the game, you get so much excited when bull market is available until it pushes you down to the bear market, and you get angry with the bear market. You're wicked. You're wicked. But who is wicked is actually the bull market. But the most wicked person is you yourself, because the bull market, you thought it's your friend, but it's actually a slow poison. So it's a bad friend. It's an unfriendly friend, because it gets you so much excited and it gets you more confused. A lot of people are going to be coming back to crypto when the market get to the bull run, and they're, oh my God, which coin should I buy? I remember in 2019 to 2020, I told people, I said, oh, we're getting to a time of confusion. And people get to like, what are you talking about? How can you tell us we're getting to a confused stage? I say, yeah, everywhere is going to be green. The more greener everywhere becomes, the more confused you become. Because why? Anybody can be crypto expert at time. Anybody. People can talk and talk and talk about crypto that time, because even when you just come to the market, buy anything can go up. But you get too much excited without knowing where to exit the market. The same way, you get so much scared to get in the market when is the appropriate time to get into the market, which is the bear market. You call it your enemy, but it's actually your friend. Without the bear market, you may miss out on a lot of things. So you just need to understand the rule of the game and play accordingly, and then you can make a lot of money. Okay? So now let's quickly go on. Now, having showed you guys this, where am I? Sorry about that. Okay. So now, following up our businesses. So personal trading is a must-done thing. Personal trading and portfolio building is a must. You must pay attention to it. Now, if you are new to our meeting tonight, of course, if you have been in Plan B for more than 2 years or 3 years, it's your cup of tea anyway, if you do not have Matic. Now, Matic happened to be a kind of widely sought for crypto project. I was hearing rumor, if that is real or not real, but I love rumor and I buy into rumor before it becomes news. Of course, it only excites us more because those of us who have been on Matic for more than 3 years now, when it was not even Polygon, Matic and nobody paid much attention to it. We're just getting more excited having seen much mass adoption about Polygon. But if you're new, what you just do now is, excuse me, if you're new, what you can just do now, you could go to your Binance and buy some Matic and keep and stake it there, or take it out to whatever. I don't know. I don't even know where they stake Matic. So, but, you know, can you still stay on Matic Foundation? I wouldn't know, because I don't even check mine there. I only take the accrual from there. You know, I took some accrual from there and stake on Celsius, and then we've not gotten that because Celsius have issues. But the one on the, I'm sure somebody who I told that don't unstake the one on the foundation, only harvest the profit and take anywhere. And so imagine if we have harvested the one on the foundation and take it everything out to one place. Excuse me. That's why we know that the rule of the game, one of the rule of the game in the crypto is proper diversification. All right, proper diversification. Many people do not understand what I do in crypto. Said, oh, Felix do so many projects. I said, well, I'm a businessman and I'm a politician. When it has to do with crypto, I'm a crypto politician. I'm not afraid to be called one. That's the truth. Because the problem is this: if you do not understand that it's about interest, it's about game, it's about politics, and it's about the rule of the game, you will become victim of interest of people who understand the rule of the game. And that's why many people tell me, oh my God, I put in my money somewhere and then it was not coming. Oh my God, why would I get involved in this shit coin? That's not a good coin. I need to get involved in good coins, strong coins. I say, well, what you actually do not know is your elder brother. Because if you understand the game, you will know that no matter what name they call a particular coin, does not mean it cannot come down. If a wrong plot is plot against any project, it can come down. The only coin you know you cannot plot a graph against unnecessarily now is Bitcoin. If you plot a game against it, it knows how to consume your money. That's what those capitalists have tried with Bitcoin. They thought that as they invested in it, they were going to have means of ownership. Okay, they thought they were going to have means of ownership of Bitcoin, and they discovered that it was purely decentralized. No way. Okay, and so for that they have to let it go. So, but don't call any coin that cannot come down. And I'm sure many of us were learning through Terra Luna, and Terra Luna was at $100 and something, and of course came down. But the point is that if it were some coins, no matter how strong they come to be, if it's some coin that happened, what happened to Terra Luna happened, they wouldn't be anywhere today in the market. But you should know that the politics still involved, because some people that matters in the crypto money are involved in Terra Luna. So they want to try at all costs to take it off. All you do is to understand the game. And then what you do in between when they are playing their game, you understand the rule too, you leverage on it. I know how many people that became sudden millionaire on Terra Luna because they understood the rule of the game. So imagine they just like, no, that this is coin, they cannot go anywhere again. And what happened? They become victim of people's interest, because they become victim of CZ interest, they become victim of someone interest, one venture capitalist interest, and all of that. So if you have your mentor who is just blinding your mind to like, oh, this is the best coin, this is the best project, that's not true. There's no best project. There are different projects. There's no best project. There are different projects, because what your mentor told you that the best project, it's all about interest. Most of us play a game of interest, and that's the reality. Because he'll tell you this is the best project because he's much interested in that project, and that's why I told you. Any project your mentor may not be interested in so much, he'll tell you, no, this is not a good project. All right? It takes few people who are just like very liberal people who don't care and just tell you the way it is, but very many persons, or very many of us who claim to have been top leaders in the crypto industry, and of course, me, I'm still learner, just coming up, I'm an upcoming artist. Now, we tend to be like too much authoritative to know so much about the space, but true, it has not really started. But to understand that it's about game, it's about interest. And then I have told us time without number that the crypto space is more of, perceptions and belief system. And that a lot of people want to like, oh, what's going to happen? Right? I think I bought cheese because of the game stuff and the hype around it, about the sport and the what's it called? World Cup coming, sponsorship and all of that. So cheese, and then there was rumor about Algorand, about their partnership in US with whatever, blah, blah. I don't have time for that report now. There's so much full report. And the rumor about JP Morgan on Matic, I don't know. Let me check if I could find that. Yeah. Crypto is sweet, okay? So just understand the rule of the game. JP Morgan. Okay. Oh, sorry, I don't have forgotten. Okay, let's see. Oh, so crypto is crazy. Okay, so now the Matic price eyes 200% gain on Polygon adoption by Instagram, JP Morgan. So Polygon's list of high-profile partners is getting longer with Disney, Stockbok, and Robinhood already boarding its blockchain. Okay, okay, so the Polygon emerged as the best performing asset among the top ranking cryptocurrencies November 3rd, as the market attention turned to the latest Instagram and JP Morgan announcement. Polygon in high profile partnership, so notable Meta, the parent company of Instagram, named Polygon as its initial partner for its upcoming non-fungible token NFT tools that allows users to mint, showcase, and sell their digital collectible on and off the social media platform. Meanwhile, banking giant JP Morgan used Polygon to conduct its first live trade. I checked the transaction code I was checking the on-chain analysis. I saw the first transaction trade worth over $71,000 on a public blockchain, making a concrete step towards integrating cryptocurrencies into traditional financial framework. Okay, so Matic, a utility and staking token within the Polygon blockchain ecosystem, rose over 13% to 98 cents after the announcement, accompanied by the plugged on daily trading volume. So I actually got those information. So most time I've told us that crypto is all about politics, it's all about interest, it's about game, and it's about understanding the rule of the game. Okay, so most time people will just see a coin that just jumping up and oh my God, what's making this coin? You just need to understand, and that's what we do. So in plan B, we always want to see what's going to happen. Okay, we just want to see ahead information beforehand. And I can tell you, boldly speaking, when we talked about this Polygon many years back, maybe 2, 3 years or 4 years ago, and a good number of people told me, nah, this is nonsense. What coin is this? It's not moving. It's not appreciating. This is funny coins. And I can remember vividly, we used $1,000 to buy 103,000 pieces of Matic, right? And then if you check that now, how much is a Matic right now? So imagine using, okay, so let's check Matic. Okay, so imagine buy 103,000 pieces of Matic. Was it 2019, something like that? So look at it, 103,000. Yeah, I helped somebody to buy, not mine. Okay, so 103,000. So even at a bear market, that means the money is worth $123,600 right now, right? Now, this same volume have produced over 19,000 pieces since that year. So imagine 19,000 pieces of the token, of course, which some of them have been sold and some of them are stuck on the Celsius wallet. Okay, so imagine 19,000 pieces, that's about 22,000. So fortunately, now this is the point. Why many of you are impacted negatively on some bad project is that you fail to obey instruction and diversify. So imagine using $1,000 to buy 103,000 Matic in 2019, I think precisely that time. And then you stake it because 40% was to be earned annually that time. And then you stake it there and you have the 103,000 untouched. And then the accrual was 19,000 plus over the years. And 10,000 was taken out of it to be staked on Celsius. And then the Celsius have not allowed you to pick up the money. Now, whatever happened, you'll not be affected too negatively because what you took to Celsius was actually accrual, part of the accrual, which is about 10,000 pieces from the accrual. So that means you still have about 9,000 pieces, which is worth $10,800, for instance, at the prevailing price. Now, how much was your money invested? $1,000. And that's the culture I cultivate to everybody, that don't pay attention to the money you spend. Pay attention to the asset you got. So you nurture the asset and don't get carried away about the money. If you get carried away so much, when you have gotten some accrual, you can take out your $1,000. But most time people just sell off the asset because they want to recover their money. Not all cases. There are some coins, of course, they are not worth keeping. You know, you just want to take it as an opportunity coin. You sell and make money and move on. And so, yeah, it's understandable. So if you are not in plan B, you're not be with me and you do not know much about cryptocurrency, now you're just, for the first time you are coming to our forum tonight, you can look for some money, buy some Matic, even $100, just buy and keep somewhere. Cardano, buy little and keep somewhere. Cheese, buy little and keep somewhere. Litecoin, Algo, you can buy and keep somewhere. Now, lastly, crypto, our cash flow strategy. Of course, I presented a lot of things to us on our cryptos strategy, but I'm just picking these three to tell you. Now, if you're listening to me, most of you have been presented to Aliyah. Now, the best volume you should start with in Aliyah, if you can afford it, is 5,000 pieces. Perhaps you want to build the affiliate, and at the same time, you want to maximize the block mining. Let me take up and show you an account. Those of you who have registered on Aliyah, don't waste your Aliyah. I'm not going to tell you what's going to happen about Aliyah, but I'm sure in one of the Zoom meetings we had, we talked about Aliyah coming up with AI bot system. And of course, many people want to wait until when the boat is out, and then when the price have jumped out of our hands, because I knew when Aliyah was perpetually at 21, 23 cents, and most people do nothing. And I wouldn't know what it is now, but I think it's about 33 cents. Meanwhile, some of us started Aliyah when it was 45 cents, 39 cents. So I wouldn't know what could be our problem anyway. Because we don't like buying to rumor. We always want to jump into this, to the news. And then I can tell you, if you do that in crypto, you may not really enjoy the fragrance. Crypto is best enjoyed when you know how to buy them. But I know most people will not buy rumor because they lack mentorship. They do not have mentor, or they are not mentorable. Is there any English like that? So they are not mentorable. Let me show you an example of an account here. Okay, coming up. So we're wrapping up shortly, okay? All right, so this is Aliyah. So look at why I told you this. Now, you see that it's block by block. Of course, if you have been in crypto, we'll talk about block reward. And so most of you get used to, I invest so amount of money and they are paying me this. Oh, we get carried away about the token. And each time, sometimes the block reward may take 3-4 days for a block to be produced. Then some days, in one day, you can have 2 blocks produced. Look at, I'm sure it's the same date. This same date, on the 6th, the 6th. So on the 6th, we have 301 block, we have 302 blocks. Okay? And even 300. I think on the 6th, this is 6th, yeah? We have 300, we have 301, we have 302. 3 blocks in one day. Now, but we have another day, on the 4th, it was, so only 299 on the 4th. So 4th, only 1 block. 5th, no block. So that those of you who have started, you shouldn't waste your token. You say, oh, what's happening? I thought I'm going to earn 14 to 20% in a month on Aliyah. And now for the whole day, 24 hours, I've not earned anything. Understand it's per block. So the best you can do for yourself, look at what I told you, that the best you can do is, apart from like even the building the career or building the level, to maximize the structure to the last, you need about 5,000 Aliyah. And why am I telling us to 5,000 Aliyah right now? We cost you how much? Let me look at it. Aliyah. So 5,000 Aliyah now, we cost you, yeah, there we go. 5,000 Aliyah. will cost you less than $2,000. $1,664. That's what 5,000 Aliyah will cost you, right? Now, if you do that, of course, you know how many Aliyah you'll be making in your mining reward. So that's number one. Number two, you can build a very good ecosystem around it. I know somebody who's making over 1,000 Aliyah every day or every block release. So now there are a whole lot of things around it that's going to come if you check the Aliyah platform or aliyah.io. You're going to see a lot of things about Aliyah on what they want to do. Now, that's why I will tell people it's about the rumor. So understand the rumor first before the news. Excuse me. One out of the many things was what you have just seen. So you do not wait. But this is my nature and this is my strategy. When I get involved in any project, haven't invested, I equally buy some volume of such coin and keep somewhere. So imagine if I'm investing about 5,000 a year, quite okay. And then for the mining, and you buy, if not 5 to 5,000, maybe you $1,000. So let's say now you use $2,600 to buy a year, and then stake 5,000 and keep maybe 3,000 somewhere. And what happened? Aliyah happened to go to about maybe $1 or $2. Let me just be sarcastic about that, maybe $5. You have 3,000 Aliyah. You check about $2,600 what you spend, or $2,700 was what you spend to buy it. And Aliyah get to $2 or $3 or $5. You have 3,000. 3,000 times 5 is going to give you $15,000, if I'm not mistaken. Then what do you take? You can just say, let me say half of it and take out my money, and then taking out your money to where? To diversify into other projects. That's the system, and that's a strategy. Now, over time, even when you now sell some of the Aliyah, and then Aliyah keep going up, you have consolation price. And what's your consolation? The one you stake for the mining, and then the ecosystem you are building to make more Aliyah token. Okay? I value more of project that pays me in their token than pay me fiat. Unless it's a fiat system, maybe it's a trading system that pay me some money and all of that. Now, CISU, I'll say best package minimum to do is $1,000. Now, somebody's going to ask me, Felix, I do not have up to $1,000. Start anywhere, but I always tell people the best you can do to yourself minimum is $1,000. Number one, is going to accrue you a lot of coin on time. Number two, is going to maximize you to look a bigger picture about the project. Congratulations for some of you who participated. And what's going to happen? I don't know. For those of you who participated on the S-Bone, now, when we share with people to participate on S-Bone, people don't take it seriously. People say, what's this coin all about and all of that? Let me look if I could log into the S-Bone. I could log into the S-Bone. Sorry, I'm picking some of those projects. Of course, you know we have a lot of projects. Somebody have asked me, Feli, how do you cope with this project? So, well, I do not have time for, that's what I do full-time, okay? So now if I do something full-time and I'm buying into project, and that's why I don't buy into project that does not give me strategic way of accruing. So I don't buy into project that predominantly what I can only do there is only marketing. No. If you have additional opportunity to share, that's what we call about shared economy or connected economy more than industrial system, yeah, why not? But if it's predominantly just like those people do those matrix platforms and all of that, I don't think I have energy for that as such. And that's why you see I can buy into a project. And if I share with you, if you see it, congratulations. If you don't see it, no problem. We're not going to fight. We're only going to remind ourselves when the jungle get matured more. Okay, let me share this. Okay. Now, this S-Bone, we're in the 7th stage now, stage 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gone. And we started from 10 cents, now 17 cents. So that's stage 7. And stage 7 is already 40% gone. So I'm sure before night, maybe we get to stage 8. Maybe by next tomorrow, we finish the stage to stage 10. I don't know. And somebody's going to ask me, Feli, what's the S-Bone going to use for? I don't know. So what if they didn't do what they said they are going to do? That's for them. I don't wait, for the project to materialize. Because everything that works, somebody is behind the working. And so I want to be part of people that are behind the working. So now, if you have not started CISU, right, it's very simple. What do? You can meet with your friends, or if you're in our community, and very simple, you just take the link, register on CISU Exchange platform, and claim 100 CISU token, which can be sent to your external wallet, your Trust wallet, your MetaMask, and all of that, right? Then the same login detail you have in the same login detail you use in logging into CISU, then you can use to log into SBone, okay? All you do is just to ask your friend or your leader or your partners, your friend who have told you about CISU before now, and then get their link, register. And once you register, you can claim 100,000 CISU token. Let me quickly check. Yeah. So if you register on CISU, you can claim. If you click on claim, it's not going to allow me to claim because I've claimed already before now. So it's telling you you've already claimed free token. So I claimed when it was 400,000. So all you do is to have an external wallet, okay? To have an external wallet, maybe MetaMask or Trust wallet or whatever, and then you copy the contract, the wallet address, okay? So you can copy the wallet address. So all you do is to register with your friend link and all of that. Then you copy your wallet address, then go to CISU back office, and then go to the claim and click on claim. It will ask you to put your BSC Smart Chain wallet. You put it there and complete the whole thing. You have it free. But for you to claim SBone now, I think you need to have you have to connect to the SBone, what's it called? SBone Twitter and follow them. I think that's what they say. Follow to join the SBone Twitter and then SBone Twitter and then SBone Telegram channel. And then you'll be given about 10 SBone token, right? For people who refer people, I knew somebody who got about 100,000 SBone just by referring people. And so that's what we call about shared economy or connected economy. So a lot of people have gotten enough volume of SBone. What is it going to be used for? I don't know. So why are you buying into it? Well, buying into so many coins that we don't even know what's going to happen to us. Okay. Then for those of you who okay, I think more to it now. You cannot get the SBone free any longer or without doing something. Yeah, you must, as a matter of fact, have activate your account on CISU, a minimum of $50, which you can come into CISU back office. And first of all, go to deposit fund and deposit the USDT or BUSD or whatever. So let's say $50. Then you have different token you can pay with. Okay, so CISU, if it's Tron or USDT. I love using USDT Tron protocol. You click on pay. Then once it's deposited successfully, right, you come back to buy package. Then when you click on buy package, $50, and then you click on buy. And to choose tenor, I always advise people to choose 18 months. Of course, you have more percentages, reward, staking reward. Then click on confirm. Then once you do that, you're going to be getting reward on daily basis, which cumulatively could be up to 6% in a month. And then we started this last year, December, and I do not know how to preach to people. I only know how to share with people. So if you are my friend and you told me I didn't explain CISU very well for you, it's your own. My responsibility, I owe everybody, even people in our community on Plan B Express worldwide, is to share with them, not to coerce, not to overmarket anybody, because most people have gotten a lot of funny feedback from people, even closer people you expected to take personal responsibilities. They don't, and they tell you, oh, is the referral bundle you want to make that make you get shout about it. If I had to point anything that have referral link, I don't love sharing. What doesn't have, I'll just share it liberally. But at a point, I saw that a lot of good people were being denied of opportunity. I'm sure a lot of people will have been denied of even CISU, because when I shared the link on our group, I told people register and wait. And I couldn't remember on time to tell people, hey, everybody now buy package. And even when I told people to buy package, I still said, just buy maybe a small package of $50. I've cautioned myself not to be saying that, because I discover once I say it limit people to. I learned that bitter lesson on Shiba. I offended a lot of people in Plan B, because once I say, okay, everybody, I told everybody just buy a minimum of 10 billion Shiba. And that was what made a lot of people what they bought 10 billion. 10 billion Shiba at that time cost them only $192, right? Assuming I say, hey, everybody use one Ethereum to buy Shiba. I know many people in our community that will have used one Ethereum. Imagine Ethereum was about $1,800 or $2,500 that time, if I'm not mistaken. Now imagine, or something like that, yeah, $1,500. Let's say it's about $1,500. Now using one Ethereum, so if somebody used $192, let's say $200 to buy 10 billion, that means invariably the number of Shiba, the people will have used one Ethereum. Of course, we have the Ethereum. Now, it will have been, let's say, 200 divided by, so to have been 200 in 7 places, that's 1 to 4. So let's say they will have bought 7 billion, 10 billion multiplied by 7, that was 70 billion. Okay? So they will have bought 70 billion. So upon how cheap Shiba is right now, upon how cheap Shiba is right now, okay, they will have, okay, so imagine somebody is having 70 billion. This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That will still be about $870,000. Crazy, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 70 billion. So imagine 70 billion when the all-time high of Shiba. So imagine 70 billion. So let's go this way. Okay, multiply by 1.0000. That's about 4088 thereabouts. This is one. That's about $6.1 million. Okay, that will be $6.1 million. So now, for anyone who has gotten about even $5 million, now will be able to plan his financial stability properly. And so that's what we need to know. So I have cautioned myself not to use my mouth to limit some of our community members. So now the only thing is that some of you who are too critical, you may not have heart to follow up. That's the truth. Because we spare and we owe no one apology in the crypto space right now. So the third thing is FFS, Evergreen FFX. Best minimum package is $1,000. How does this really work? Let me look at it. This is a bot, okay, that's going to trade hands-free on FX market. So you registered and you pay $200 one time, a lifetime, okay, one time, lifetime. So once a lifetime. So you pay that. Let me quickly see if I can log into an example. Okay. Okay, so this is Evergreen FFS. It's very simple to operate. You register and you fund you pay membership, one-off membership of $200, and you can connect your account, all right, with to different broker across the globe. And then of course, most of the broker, you can fund your account with USDT. Then you connect your account and you begin to trade. I've experimented it, has discovered that on the average, we do you minimum of 20% in a month, to sometime 25, 30, 33, 35%. Now, but this is it. Everything you make in a month, 20% of it. So let's say you put in 1,000. So I always love round figure. I don't know why. So let's say $1,000 was injected to your personal broker account. I personally use 2 brokers that were recommended by them. That's Fusion Market and Anzo Capital. So you can use any other, you can use FSTM, you can use so many other brokers you can use to connect to it. And then you can use Hot Forex and all of that. So if you make, let's say, $200, so 20%, or let's say 30%, that will be $200 or $300. So if you make $200 a month, so multiply by 0.2, sorry about that, 0.2 multiplied by, that would be $40. So you keep your 160. And of course, remember, the money is in your own broker personal account, and then you keep trading. And then you can build affiliate and make some good money too. That's one of the fantastic things I've seen there. And we're having a very big program in Port Harcourt this next week, Sunday. That's 8 days now. Next week, Sunday in Port Harcourt at, let me quickly see if I can see the flyer. Okay, so the event is coming up, look at it, on Sunday, the 13th of November, 2022. That's on Sunday, 3 p.m. The event place is Swiss Spirit Hotel. That is Stadium Road, Port Harcourt. If you are used to Port Harcourt, it's Stadium Road, Swiss Spirit Hotel. Their biggest hall, all right? Their biggest hall is the venue for that day. So a good thing supposed to be 5,000 naira for ticket, but somebody had paid. And so if you're there that day, Evergreen FFS is going to be on ground. Anzo Capital as a broker is going to be on ground and all of that. So, of course, why don't you make our time? And so I'm going to be collecting some tickets because if you are coming that day live, you will need a ticket. Okay, so if you're in Port Harcourt, you can reach out to our office, go to Plan B office, and maybe from tomorrow or Tuesday, okay, from Tuesday, or when you're coming to our CZU and crypto business opportunity training on Wednesday, you can come pick up the ticket, or you want to share with your friends too, you can come pick up the ticket. The ticket fee is actually to be 5,000 naira, but it has been paid. And so you're going to see there, then you can come over and then pick up the ticket. Of course, outside all of this, remember, this is our cash flow system. This is what I explained, just I've explained to you now. Your personal trading is a must. If you're in Plan B, it's a must. It's a must. You must build a portfolio. It's a must. Then all those tools required, we have sent this PDF on all our Telegram channel. I'm sure. If I have not, maybe I will share. So we talked about the cash flow, the staking project, talked about Midas. We talked about Maviotron, crazy project, fantastic project that's so phenomenal. Talk about e-gold. And then I have a warning to give to some of us who are just like having a very small brain, that you want to just be withdrawing your e-gold. Don't withdraw your e-gold. Just leave it there. Even if you want to withdraw, let it be from good cumulative volume, maybe in 3 months or in 6 months. So rather than, and I've explained this time without number, and then so, and of course, good thing you can start with as low as $20. But if you want to be serious, I think you're supposed to start with $100. You want to be serious. So Aliyat, I've just explained Aliyat to you. I don't want anybody to waste time on Aliyat. I don't want anybody to waste time. Well, I don't know why I'm saying that, because I just have some interaction with one of the biggest leaders on Aliyat, person of a very fantastic Pastor K, is a fantastic and phenomenal leader in the space, and down to earth, very humble. And then he just kept telling me some insider info. And when he told me that insider info, and it's even up to today, I was like, oh, let it not be that my people, oh, sir, you didn't tell us more about this. I think there was a project like that. Mr. Simplicity have to ask me, well, Oga, let me not say I'm angry with you, but no problem. So, and if you're listening to me now, and then you say, oh, most of the project, but there are time bound to some things. Let it not be when Aliyah is about 70-something cents, you say you want to buy 5,000. Or maybe it's $1, say you want to buy 5,000. Instead of you $1,600 plus, buy 5,000, then you're using 5,000 to buy it. Okay? Evolus, of course, we started that. Then Drip Network. Some of us who are on Drip, and of course, you have your dogs. You ought to have put your dogs in the dog pan, or dog, is it dog pan? Something like that. Just go and then check the updates, and maybe I'll have to do some update from next week about the Drip ecosystem. Okay, then the CZU, of course. Then the next gen, those of us who are on next gen, of course, we started some simple breakdown, basic tools, and the Dean of Forest did some fantastic training for us yesterday, on Zoom on Saturdays. And of course, on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, in the morning, 9 to 12, it's a live trading section. So if you are yet on next gen and you love Forex, I think it's expedient for you to get started with next gen. So why? So that you can get the tool, follow our strategy the way we're trading, and then it's going to be phenomenal and sweet for you to trade. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is a live session on Zoom. You stay at your house, wherever you are staying at your office, and then you connect. And of course, by next year, it may be very, very different. So you have to just maximize what you have right now. We may be saying by next year, if you don't have package of $1,000 and euro and above in next gen, we may not admit you to that group. So why don't you leverage on the opportunity right now? So CryptoBox, of course, those of you, CryptoBox have created their own exchange for trading, but they are experimenting only for their top tech guys. And then I think it's getting crazier. Of course, they have not done their pre-launch, but they're going to be doing that. I was supposed to be in Dubai, but I don't know. I don't even have time for traveling these days. Just so a lot of people are going, and then maybe, of course, it's going to be crazy. And so then Streak, right? Streak is another project, of course, we've been sending. Of course, you guys know that I bought Streak, and I told everybody buy, and I have my selling price, 200, 300, 500. So it got to 4+, and it refused to get to 500. Well, anytime you get to 500, I sell that. Then the one I stake in their back office will be there to be accumulating more money for me. The same thing, FMC Pay and EFF2. We invested that. Of course, go and lay hands on this PDF, and we're able to digest all you needed to do. Of course, these are the things we do in Plan B. We have the private mentorship, will cost you a $5,000 one-off. Of course, you know what entails there. The Bill With Me costs you $1,500 yearly, the payment. Then we have the robotic hybrid swing trader cycle, costs you 6 months, $500. And of course, we may have our training this month. And at the same time, we have an online conference. When it comes up, we're going to broadcast it to everybody, maybe at the end of this month. We want to do it physical, but it's like we're denying a lot of people and so many Plan B in diaspora some opportunity to learn more. So we may have to do online the way we did the other time, 3 days online, 3 days offline. So student flexi, low gem research, robotic trading, and tokenized stocks. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. I think I have to just pause at this point because crypto is big in its structure, but money is still very small. So the best you can do now is how to open your eye and make much, much money before the structure begins to amass so much money. Don't let any friend tell you that, okay, this is a crypto, is an end-time business and all of that. So ladies and gentlemen, see your friends and then an upcoming artist. My name is Beda Jimo. And at this point in time, I'm going to stop the recording. You have questions, I will allow you to, you can just stick all your hands up, then you'll be allowed to ask your questions. It's phenomenal. Go and build your portfolio. It's going to shock the world. What's going to happen from now to 2025, 2027, it's going to be phenomenal. So don't be left out. So you are new, don't be afraid. All you can do is get enrolled in a Plan B Crypto Academy, right? We have the basic, we have the intermediate, we have the advanced, we have the masterclass. So some people are imbued with me and you are still struggling on how to navigate. There's no bad deal for you to go and enroll. So don't let anybody tell you, oh, at your stage, why will you enroll? Remember, they're not paying your bill. And remember, they are not joining you to make mistake. So be sure what you are doing. Don't guess. And don't ever you preempt anything. I know so many things. As I'm talking to you, Felix, maybe I said, Jimo, I know nothing. I'm just learning. So, and I will not stop learning. As far as life is concerned, as far as crypto is concerned, as far as business is concerned, I am learning. I am learning and I will not stop learning. Because what you know last year and what you know this year may mess you up next year, 2023. You just saw the chart I showed up to us. What should teach you lesson is this, very simple. It will humble you to know that where we are going, crypto is big. Don't let anyone fool you. So what should humble you so crazily is this. I don't know why many of you don't look at that chart. What should humble you this? Yeah, I love research, and I know the backbone of crypto. Before you bring, I tell friends, I say the 3 stages and 3 tripled of crypto is the fundamental, the sentimental, and the technical. Before you take it to technical, you must have an idea of the roadmap. So if you look at this, these things should humble you. These things, this chart here should humble you, right? 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. Imagine what you think you know in 2022. We get to 2023, you get more confused if you thought you know so much. And I've told us, please, let's be careful about the way we become victim of people's ideology, not even Felix philosophy. Don't let Felix bamboozle you with so much lies. Yeah, Felix can do maybe buy to project and all of that, but I'm not this type that have passion of getting crazy about a project. What I get crazy about is the project able to give me some phenomena, and I target myself into a project, okay? So, and then those of you who have told us time without number that different business bless different people, but there's no harm in leveraging on a project, and then you can take one or two projects that so appeals with you and build a giant team in it, okay? So don't say, oh, and then there's some of us who are literally just an investor. So you buy into a project, you share with friends. What you owe friend is sharing, not motivation, not trying to bamboozle with them with anything. And I've told us that he who that start with you may not end with you, and he that will go far with you will not stress you. So I don't have that energy. Even the closest person to me, once I share with you, you're not getting it, I'm off. That's the truth. You may say Felix is wicked. Well, maybe that should be the qualifications. But I know I owe everybody sharing. And that's why we're in a community. Okay, sharing is that I bring it to the community, but to personally call you, I may not remember. So you may say, oh, this guy is too wicked. I don't think I have the luxury of time that way. 24 hours is too small. It's not up to a day for me. And that's the truth. So please, ladies and gentlemen, leverage an opportunity, take action on information, and better your life. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording, and perhaps I know a good number of people. Okay, what's it? Okay, so I'm going to stop the recording right now. You have questions?